Ousama Itani from Al Jazeera, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Could you please tell me what it is exactly that you do at Al Jazeera?
I am a member of the new media department. We're sort of a small collection of young, tech-minded individuals who our role within the organization is to basically keep Al Jazeera current when it comes to technology and how to essentially bring the story from the places it's being created into our network, assist the journalists and editors using new media tools to process all that information, and then again to redistribute it back to the people.
Okay, so normally new media is about short content and less about context. What's your strategy in that case?
We're actually taking quite the opposite strategy. In the past, it's been said that content is king, and if your content is good, people will come. And that's true to some degree. But what we're understanding these days is that context is actually king. And if you can put a background story around a piece of content that is compelling and that is easy for people to understand and is relevant to them, then you're more successful as a content provider.
So how do you make money with context?
Well, we look, at Al Jazeera, we're actually not driven to make a lot of money. The commercial aspect of it is minimized. What we're really looking for is impact. And what we want to do is impact the world in a positive way and essentially be the voice of the voiceless. That's a strategy that our Director General has put down to say, essentially, we need to report the underreported stories from underreported regions to give everyone a fair chance of telling their story.
So how do you go about innovation within your job?
It's an excellent question. Innovation, we try to collect sort of the brightest minds that we can. That's the first step. Hire people who come from technical backgrounds, people who come from backgrounds in computer science, but also people who come from other backgrounds. I myself come from a psychology background. So,
and what does it result in then if you get people from all those different backgrounds? Where's the innovation?
Oh, that's when you put everyone in a little room and you say, let's develop product X, and a lot of great ideas bouncing around from different people and a lot of great feedback from everyone results in something that's innovative.
And if you have to name something, what's your latest product X?
Well, we're currently in the process of developing a very intelligent personalization and recommendation engine. This is something that I think it's going to see in the future, keeping content relevant and keeping content related to the people who are viewing it. I think that's what viewers will enjoy in the next few years coming out of Al Jazeera.
And how elaborative is it?
It's going to be fairly elaborate. We're currently still planning it. We're working on developing essentially an algorithm that will fine-tune Al Jazeera's already very tuned content to make it more relevant to our users.
And I have a last question. How do you see the TV as an upcoming platform? Where's the innovations there?
We're heavily invested in connected TVs. We're working to implement applications for a lot of different connected TVs.
And what kind of applications are you talking about then?
We're taking two strategies. One is sort of the traditional distribution model, where it's repackaged content optimized for connected televisions. The other tactic that we're going to use is a hybrid television tactic, where we're going to use synchronized companion apps, for example, to where someone can be interacting on a second screen, interacting directly with the broadcast on their television.
So you think second screens and connected TV have the future?
It's definitely part of the future. We're looking to add as much engagement as possible from our viewers directly to the broadcast. I mean, when you can have the 8 o'clock news with a presenter at a desk, but he's speaking directly with people on the ground, with people who are participating in the story, I think that's the compelling future of news.
So that's user-generated content.
Right, and we have several platforms that we're coming out with to foster user-generated content. Our primary one being called Sharik, that means participate in Arabic. And sharik.aljazeera.net has been one of the most successful UGC websites in the Arab region so far.
Quite an interesting story, thank you.
Thanks very much for having me.